Oh. I was like, what are you doing? Okay, I get it. We get it.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Whoa. Messy. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod all the time. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike.
Okay.
Guys, hey,
Wow.
hi. We have some tea for you today. Well, not some tea. I don't know. We shouldn't. I'm kind of tired of talking about that.
You could talk about it if you want. I would love to talk about it because I had fun. There's more we can talk about if you want, because they still having a really fun time on Twitter. But we don't even need to recognize it. If they follow us on, if people follow our MessyPod on Twitter, they know what's going on.
Yeah, if you just follow us on Twitter and figure out what's happening. I don't want to talk about it on the podcast. So
Just
hi,
know-
welcome back to MessyPod
Wow.
episode 4, season 3.
Yeah.
What were we gonna say? Just know what?
No, what?
You said just know what?
Just know I metaphorically called that random lift. I did.
A random lift was called, apparently.
I did. Yeah. A metaphorical random lift was called. I took care of business.
We're apparently getting a whole ass $1.8 thousand.
Ugh.
So much money. Oh my god.
Rich. Whatever, I was
At the end
bored.
of the day, it was just the principle of everything that I was just.
Are we just
we're
really
talking
gonna let
about
people
it.
get?
We're
Are we
talking
just
about it.
gonna-
I guess we're talking about it, but basically, we already ranted about it before. There was some weird fallout we had with the network we signed with for our podcast. We are currently leaving the network. That's happening. They weren't talking to us for a few months, and then they did not pay us for an entire year of our ad reads, and we didn't do that many ad reads. You know what I mean? Like it didn't matter. Like we were not sweating about it for like a good solid 8 months. We didn't give a shit they were not paying.
We
us.
didn't.
It was like,
We
it's
weren't
like
doing it for money.
We were like, it's like a couple hundred, whatever the fuck. But then when
Yeah,
they
give a
stopped,
shit.
when they stopped responding to us, we were like, okay, hold up. Are you about to try to walk away with this money from us? Like, why are you not talking to us? Like, we know it's only like $1,000 and a few hundred after that.
Yeah.
But still, the idea of like just getting that radio silence just pissed me off because I've never gotten that before. So I was just kind of like, okay, what the fuck?
Mac,
What's happening here?
I'm Sicilian. I am fully Sicilian. If you owe me $5, I'll get it. That's the thing.
You'll find a way.
Absolutely. And at the point, like you guys said, it's not about money. Like this whole thing is about money. That's why we didn't care for an entire year. But if you're gonna rip me off, I'm gonna warn other people, or at least I'm gonna do something shady.
Hello, what's happening here? But yeah,
Whatever.
Yeah, that was some minor drama, but it's whatever.
I love how it was all me. I was the yappy chihuahua. I was the yappy ass chihuahua.
The gears are now turning. We have now gotten the people's attention that we get the attention for.
Oh,
because we never got because they have like new people on like the team, and we never got any emails. Because like should we talk more deep about it? I don't know. But basically,
no, we don't need to talk any deep about it.
We're not talking deep about it.
Let's talk more about it once we have the money.
Okay, true.
Yeah,
true.
Because I'll leave it on this. You know, they don't really know what the fuck is going on because we were with Himalaya and Notorious. That's what they got split. I don't know if we can say if we can't.
Notorious. We were not with Notorious. We were with Himalaya and High Studios.
Okay.
And then High Studios and Himalaya split, and High Studios transitioned to Notorious, but they were still a High Studios, and so we were still kind of partnered with High Studios, and because our podcast wasn't made by them. We like didn't really have that connection like the other podcasts do underneath their network because they're all made by them.
But we also
and
were
so we kind of just like lost because we were connected to the High Studios production team. That's why we signed on. That's what we wanted.
Yeah, but we were
wanted
still
the studio.
We're still under Notorious.
Yeah, we're still under Notorious technically, but I don't know what's happening. We're the gears are turning and we're figuring it out. Basically, finally, people are talking to us. It took months, but finally they realized we're still there.
Yeah. I mean, I had to say something, and the CEO is still like barking at us on fucking Twitter, being like, I don't know who you are. You never worked for us. I'm like, should I send you the email of your director of sales?
Do you not remember the meetings we had with you barefoot in that fucking house? Barefoot in the house.
But no, he's over here being like, he's over here being like, you never worked with us, still claiming that. I'm like, you emailed us yesterday with your business.
literally just send him links to the videos of us filming the podcast in that house.
I sent him the playlist. I was like, what are you talking about?
We were there. But that's the part. That's the thing.
And also from like a CEO, he's like, I don't even know who you are. I'm like, well, that makes you look like shit. You're a CEO. You should know who you're working for.
We literally met you quite a few times.
Whatever.
But
whatever. Messy got messy, and now we're back.
We're not podcast people, so we're not expecting to be walking into this space getting understood. We don't understand them either, so we're like, whatever. It's
It's just like, imagine you and me ever having to like literally be serious. Like, you're definitely you're the final boss. Like, I'm the guy who goes out and delivers the message. Like, I'm the intimidating one, but you're the one who like slowly spins in the chair and has like everything ready. You know what I mean? You're Trixie, I'm Katya. That's but how are you? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm great. I've been chilling. I messed up filming a video today, so I'm not having a video upload this week. But whatever.
What do you mean you messed up?
I forgot to turn on my mic. I was like filming a video. I was like halfway done with it, and I forgot to turn on the mic, and I was just like, I'm not refilming this right now.
I absolutely fucking hate that. I always feel like a fucking amateur whenever I do that. I'm like, God fucking damn it. Like, what in that? God, whatever. Anyway, I have an idea.
What?
Let's get into our segments now. So, if we have them. So, the whole podcast isn't just our segments, because I have like some fun ideas for games and stuff like that we could play.
Okay. I don't have a segment this week. I don't have really one. I didn't think of one.
I could do it. You know what? Can we talk about Drag Race? Can we talk about Drag Race for a second?
You want to talk about Drag Race? That's our
segment. Do. Yeah.
I have like mucus in my throat.
Get it out. Spit it out, sis. I do want to talk about Drag Race because I actually watched this week and I have opinions.
What's your opinion?
What do your 3, 2, 1?
Oh, it's gay agenda with black. This week's gay agenda, you already know what the fuck is up. RuPaul. Okay, so what do you got to say?
Did you see this week?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
The La Ree coming out in a bodysuit with paper bags glued to it.
Wait, we can't talk about that. That's a sin. We can't talk about it.
What do you mean we can't talk about it? Okay. Here's my thoughts. I don't judge them. I don't judge them. It hurt my feelings. I don't judge them as a performer, because I'll get into this in a second, because the balls it takes to actually walk out like that. Yeah. Like there was no other option.
Literally, like there was no other option. You're on this reality TV show. You gotta walk out with something. You can't not skip a category.
But what did
show?
My question is, what did you do the entire day in the workroom? What did you do the entire day? I don't understand that, Matt, because people made full-on ensembles.
The problem is that Utica comes out with the most amazing thing anyone has handmade while the show is filming them, hand-making them.
Yes.
In the same time period as Lala walks out with a bunch of gift bags glued onto a corset.
I yelped. I fully yelped. I couldn't breathe.
That's the only funny part. It's just that seeing, especially Utica's creation, this gigantic silhouette in the same time period.
I do have an issue with Utica, though.
Your costume. What?
I have an issue with Utica. I mean, I think Utica's outfit's the best of the night, period. But you want to know why Utica didn't win?
She's too campy with her presentation.
Yes. She doesn't serve the outfit well. It's like...
Because she has a very campy personality, but she makes herself look very fashion-forward and avant-garde, but she doesn't walk avant-garde, and that's her problem. Mm-hmm. She doesn't... Her presentation doesn't match her look sometimes.
And sometimes, listen, I get camp. Like, she puts camp into the outfit in the overall construction of it. Like, it's campy and gorgeous and everything. But when you give a look, you need to run the look. You know what I mean? At some point, it can't be too much. Does that make sense?
It can't be too much, yeah.
I know I watched it with Marco because Marco made Got Mix outfit, the body bag.
The body bag? Really? That's Marco? Oh, okay, Marco. That was a good one. That one That one took me off guard. I thought I went, whoa.
Yeah. I thought
with
that
the
was
intestines
cool.
and everything. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I thought that one was really, really cool. I'm trying to think. I thought Candy Muse's look sucked again.
Yeah, they were very low.
I'm not. I really was
They were not
looking.
impressive.
I was excited for Candy Muse, and now I'm just like, you're
I think
annoying.
we all were, but now it's coming off a bit. It's coming off a bit cocky. Too cocky. It's that New York swagger they have. You know, I mean, they think they're the best in everything they do, but then when they come on this show on national television,
well, we are. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, because that's why I get mad when someone's like, you're a cocky New York bartender. I was like, yeah. I'm sorry. You from your fucking small town bar in fucking Idaho where you close at 2 and you don't know what it's like to work at a fast paced environment till 5 fucking in the morning and have to grow up guessing and learning it all on your own. Fuck you. Like, yes.
That's also a curse of the East Coast. Y'all think y'all are like the only ones that do the shit you do in the East Coast. Unlike everyone, that's the problem with Candy. She thinks she's like the only one that's like doing the shit she's doing. She's on a drag show with like 12 other girls. They're doing the exact same thing, but she thinks she's like the best one in the room. But she's not.
Well, it's arrogant.
She's not winning these shows. She's not winning these competitions.
The difference is between like whenever like hers is arrogance, it's blind arrogance. Like whenever I see a New York queen on the show and they are like, look at a Bob, look at a Monet. You know what I mean? And Monet's looks weren't even that good. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like sometimes. I don't know. It does come off as arrogant, but it's not the fact that they're saying like, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that." I feel like they are falling into the reality TV route where they are trying to overperform a personality that is not genuine.
They're very putting on some reality TV front. I can tell that, especially with the Untucked episode. And I see people on Twitter being like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, guys. First of all, this was filmed like 6 months ago. Second of all, this is reality television. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah. Full on, please. Like I don't know. I don't like I call it posturing. I don't like when people put on for a camera, especially on a reality show, and no one calls them out for it. And I think people do on Drag Race. Like they did. Who was it? Who was it? Like season 6.
Call it Rag Race?
Drag Race.
Oh, I thought you called it Rag Race.
Girl, she was on Rag Race in that outfit though. Full on.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, yeah, 100%. They all put on something for. That's the point. They're trying to sell a brand.
You being amped, but like that's
TV.
annoying. Why would you want that personality?
For the camera time, you know, last longer, I guess. You know, the competition is more than just the looks on this show. Sometimes
it used to be mainly looks.
Used to be just mainly looks and mainly comedy, but now it's like you got to be a reality TV personality on top of it to survive.
Yeah. I would love to
Unless
see you
you're
on
like
a reality
super
show.
good, then RuPaul's just gonna be like, yeah, you won from episode 1, and then you get crowned at the end.
Yeah,
like some of these girls have.
My front runner is still. We talk about her every week, and I always don't even remember her name, and she's my favorite. Oh my god.
So such a favorite, apparently. Then
she's a favorite. I just don't remember their name. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What was their name? You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
Simone.
Yes. Simone, thank you. Thank you very much. No, Simone, I
like how you put the pressure on me because you couldn't think it up. Like, you know who I'm talking.
Well, you did. I'm sorry, I was blanking on the name, and you knew who it was gonna. I know you know me. You know who it's gonna be. And it was Simone. I think Simone's gonna win, hands down. I do. Absolutely.
Probably Simone's gonna win.
At this point, who's
I'll
your
be
top
surprised.
3?
I mean, maybe Utica's arc is gonna change. Maybe Utica's gonna start serving on the runway, and then RuPaul's gonna be like, "Yep, you're the winner" or something. But I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I know you're really hoping for Utica.
I don't think Utica's gonna win, but I think Utica's gonna go farther than I thought.
Yes, I agree with that because Utica has like definite talent that's showing. But I think their inability to break out of that like overtly campy thing and not be able to show everything else, that's going to be their downfall.
That's what I'm saying. Like if Utica does change the way they present themselves in like the next week, then maybe they'll probably be top 3. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
Wow. But who's your top 3 at this point? If you could pick your top 3 right now, who is it?
Ew. Simone, Got Mick, and I don't know who the third is.
I want it to be Utica.
The third would be Utica, but
yeah.
From the past few weeks, Yeah, I would say Utica.
I can't
Those are my
believe
top 3.
I can't believe Lala Ree came out in that and didn't go home. I cannot. The level of how bad that must feel to be Joey J. Like you go home, like that got to stay and you went home. And I didn't even think Joey J's look was that bad. But imagine. What won them for me is when Joey J threw the bills in the air for their lip sync, and Lala was just like started picking up the dollars.
Started picking them up. Yeah, that was like, oh my god, that's hilarious.
That was great. But no, I can't. It was a good episode. It was a good lip sync. It was a good episode. The fashion's kind of lacking for me, and I can't believe. I remember you made a joke about Drag Race queens not being able to sew like 5 years ago, and here we still are.
Yes, and I brought back the clip. I brought it back again. I was like, bringing it back this year. It happened for both drag races that are running, UK and US. We got drag queen that couldn't sew, and the UK one too.
Bitch.
And they both stayed.
I remember that era of Mac Does It. That was like, I just got a green screen and I'm learning how to edit. Like,
I was in love with that green screen. It was like on. It was. I tacked it to my wall and like literally it like stayed there for months.
Yeah. Oh my god, I do.
On my wall.
I have your videos right now. That last video you put out. It took me 3 days to watch it only because I was a little hungover or I was like mentally stressed and I was like, I can't go through that right now. That's a lot, and I knew I wouldn't be able to handle it. I needed to wait. Your because that video really punched you in the face in the best way. I'm not judging. It was good. I also had no idea what was going on. Can you explain to me what a fan cam is?
Okay. I'm sorry. My body is like running. You see me have this like napkin like wiping my face. It's like my nose is running and my eyes are watering.
Coronavirus.
Happening.
That's
Corona is happening. Well, basically what a fan cam is, I mean, if you watch the video, you already know that I got it wrong originally while filming the video. I had to correct myself. A fan cam is a K-pop thing. It's like whenever like these K-pop idols and groups perform, there's like people that like follow a specific idol with like a single camera, and it's usually vertical, and then they put like it's like the company themselves that the people are assigned to post these like fan cams, and then like the fans like screen record it or re-upload it and put it on other like platforms and all that stuff. And then there's edits, fan cam edits, where they take those fan cams and make edits of them, and then there's just fan edits, which I did. Fan edits are just when people, it's basically like a meme version of a fan cam where they are fan cam edit where they just take clips of a certain person or a certain thing and they make some weird transition slideshow with like sparkles in front of it.
Fuck. I don't understand anything. I'm officially old.
Hey, you're almost 30. I'm joking. That's not old. You're not old.
I'm not. No, I'm internet old. I'm not life old because I look the best I ever do. I like this. The youth. Listen. So far.
I'm starting to become internet old too. I mean, I feel like we're both kind of internet. I mean, we both started YouTube around the same time.
Yeah, but Mac, if you're starting to be internet old, then I've been internet old for 5 years. So careful. No, I mean,
because like before all this coronavirus started happening, I was being thrown into panels for seasoned creators.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was been thrown into like the growing up online panels and all that stuff. Meaning you've been doing this shit for too long, bitch. That's those panels I've been talking at now.
I want to talk about that mindset before I do my segment yet, because I kind of like feeling like I was old. It caused me to like change up my content a little bit, and I'll talk about that in a second. But like, I'm interested to ask you: do you think, do you have an idea of what your content's going to grow into, or is that something you don't know yet? Like, when you get older, do you still plan on making the same content, or how do you think that's going to evolve?
I mean, my content has always been evolving. If you watch my channel, my content has evolved from when I started being my young high schooler self to now being a young adult. I don't think about that. It's just like a natural progression. It's just how I just feel, you know what I mean? I'm not pouring water over my head anymore. I'm done with that. That's old, you know? I stopped doing that right when I like graduated. Yeah. So I just keep on moving forward. I don't know. It's just what I feel like, you know? You can only perform the same, or you only want to mentally, as a creative person, you only want to mentally perform the same creative style over and over again to a point, and then you just want to move on to something else. I think that's just what I've been doing with my channel a lot over the past few years. Just kind of moving from one creative style to a different one. And I'm very happy that people are still like coming along with me, even though I think I've made quite a 180 since my first video ever on my channel.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I feel like that you're a good example of a good YouTuber. You're growing with your content. You know what I mean? You're not trying to force it. And like your viewers are kind of growing with you. So like their taste is changing with your taste. And I think that's what makes it work. Does that make sense?
Yes. Swaggy. Yeah.
I was like, you know what I got tired of? I liked making those really weird videos. But as I enter my 30s, I'm like, you know what? As I started doing like professional stuff, and people were like,
you shouldn't cover yourself in peanut butter anymore.
Yeah. Like, listen, I like doing that kind of stuff. I do. But as I become I mean, I'm doing my own professional thing in the background. When people are like, oh, you have a YouTube channel. What do you do? I don't even know what to say.
Like, I do some fuck shit.
Like, I didn't want them to see that. And I also kind of think like, okay, people really think I'm dumb. People really think I'm like dumb and depressed. And like, I mean, I'm not genius. But I like making like these like alcohol bartending videos more recently because it's like I actually know what I'm talking about. No, so for like the first,
you want to show people I got a brain. Sometimes.
I don't know. It's nice. It's nice to like when I see a comment that's like, oh my god, this was entertaining and I learned something. That makes me feel better than being like worrying if Mike is okay for 20 minutes straight. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for that.
Like. And I still plan on doing other things. I know. You know what I ordered online? Have you seen those TikTok leggings?
Yeah, I got a pair too because
you did?
Yes, I did. I don't like them. They don't go with my ass like they do yours.
No. That is just the angle, bitch. If you look at them dead on, there's like a knot in the middle where the butthole is supposed to be.
There's literally a knot in the middle, and I was like, I put them on, and I was like, my ass looked like a fishtail. What the fuck is my ass is like a fucking mermaid's tail. This doesn't look sexy.
It's not that good. I want to make a review of them and do like a squat leg day in them just because like I feel like that'd be funny. But I was like, yeah, in a picture you can make them look good, but in actuality, like no one's ever gonna see me in those. In
actuality, they just look so weird. They look so weird.
Yeah, it's something that I think like that was overhyped by TikTok and everybody's just like making their butt look good. But honestly, I feel like any leggings would make you look like that. Period, poo, drop down, drop top, drip, drop.
Okay.
So
hookup time?
Sure, hookup time. You want me to read you options?
Yeah, sure, give me options.
Okay. Hookup time story. Helen Keller reincarnate fucks private investigator.
Were those all the options?
Nope, that's one.
That sounded like three options in one go by itself.
No. The first option is Helen Keller reincarnate fucks a private investigator.
Helen Keller reincarnate fucks a private investigator. Okay. Okay. It sounds like they're trying with that title. I don't know. I don't trust it.
Almost hooked up at the club. CLURB.
Oh yeah, almost I saw that title pop up.
But publicly peed my pants instead. Emotional emotional star quotes hookup time. Honestly, if that's not a Tana Mojo title, I don't know what is. But that's another option.
Not clickbait.
And then the third option is hooked up with a cop. She arrested me the next day.
Oh, these all sound pretty good, except for the Helen Keller one. I don't know. The Helen Keller one sounds sus. It sounds like they just put like a word jumble. I'm like, it's autofill their title. Helen Keller reincarnate.
I mean, obviously, like if we don't pick it now, doesn't mean we won't pick it later.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it later. Yeah, the second one, I think maybe.
Almost hooked up at the club, but publicly peed my pants instead. Emotional hookup time.
Emotional hookup time. Tana Mojo. Tell us what happened.
Ooh, there's an image too. There's an image.
Boom, baby. Look at the quality of my camera.
What? Mac? Why?
What?
Why they sent a picture of a text conversation saying, "Hey, it's Jake. Sorry, you're absolutely stunning." And then, "Hey," an hour later.
Okay.
They talking to Jake?
Are they talking to my Jake? Oh.
Are they talking to a soft one?
They're talking to my soft. Wait, let me look at this.
Wait. Where was they? On January 12th, Mac. at 2 and 3 a.m. Where was Jake?
Wait. Let me see.
January 12th.
Is our Gmail?
Okay, maybe it'll make sense. Maybe it'll make sense if we read the story.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
So funny if it is.
Okay.
Where is it? Wait, I want to see the screenshot. Wait before you start. I'm curious.
It literally just says, hey, yeah, it's just random screenshot of a text conversation from somebody just been going, hey, it's Jake. Sorry, you're absolutely stunning. And then, hey, an hour later at 2 and 3 a.m.
I mean, I want to think it's my Jake because he's not really up at 3 a.m., but maybe.
I mean, you know. I mean, it's starred. It's starred if you need to find it. Almost hooked up at the club.
I found it. Yeah, I found it.
In the club. Oh my God. I would love if this podcast exposing Jake. Jake is exposed.
How dare you? I call him. So who the fuck is that? Okay, read it. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, lovelies. I'll get right into it. Okay, to start off, I'm a Canadian uni student. Okay, so they're not fucking Jake. I'm a Canadian uni student.
It's not fucking Jake. It's Canadian. We jump.
Okay. I'm just warning you now. This might be hard for me to read because of the way they're typing, and there's a lot of emojis. Oh God. Okay. I'm a Canadian uni student. I'm Loey Lay. I'm less ass bitch.
Oh, that's a song. I think I'm Loey Lay. I'm a less ass bitch. I don't know.
Oh, fuck. See, I'm old. Oh God. Why do I have to be so old?
Yeah,
Anyway.
and it's she, her. Yeah, it's not my Jake. What the fuck?
Okay. Also, this story is pre-COVID, January 2020, and if you say my name, I will. They don't want us to say their name. Call me literally anything other than my real name. Okay. Veronica. Their name is Veronica. I hope they didn't write their real name.
No, can we call her Velma? Let's call her Velma.
Velma?
Velma. I want Velma.
Velma? What's her last name? Velma what?
Velma.
Perfect. No, Velma.
Velma. Yeah.
Okay, so at the club, I started dancing with this random group of girls to escape a giant tattoo man I robbed.
Okay, what?
Okay. I led him on to get a free vodka soda because men are wallets and I don't respect them. Okay, first of all, bitch. First of all, that's not First of all, that's not robbing. Stop making yourself sound cooler, because if that's the case, then I am literally. First of all,
she said, "I have a cash pig."
First of all, I'm a thief because I got a free drink, girl. Okay. Fuck, I'm getting trapped under these wires. Anyway, okay. This one girl seemed like really into me, grinding and all that. For a while, I was just enjoying it. But then I was like, wait, what if this is a straight girl? Love my straight besties, but I don't want to dance with them for male attention. So I turned around and asked her if she liked girls, and she said, yeah. So we continued dancing and stuff, and at some point she asked me if I want to get out of here with her. But then I suddenly realized, oh my God, my bladder is about to explode. I have a beer belly right now, but it's pee, and I'm pregnant with a pee baby. There is so much pee in me. Okay, Velma.
Okay, Mark Twain. What is with all of this?
Velma,
with all these filler sentences.
We get it, girl. Gotta pee. All right. I dramatically run away. She could have been the love of my life, but my drunk brain was in emergency mode, and I abandoned her. I know what you're thinking. My Cinderella serve. But I wasn't thinking that at all. But I don't leave my shoe. I didn't leave my number, my name, nothing. I will never see this girl ever again, and she has no way of finding me.
Okay. Great.
Are you my ex from 5 years ago? I bound through the club. I swing like a monkey on this railing thing to the second floor. It felt like I was an American Ninja Warrior. Okay, is this a story about how you have to pee? There's only 2 paragraphs left. I'm already very upset. Oh my God. On my way to the bathroom, some man stopped me and I gave him my number because I figured that would be the fastest way to get him out of the... Girl, I swear to God.
Did I pick a wrong one?
Yeah, I think so.
Did I pick a bad one?
Find the bathroom, but I finally find a bathroom, but there's a line. I'm skimming. Is this a whole fucking story about you having to take a piss? Oh, I will burn it
Calm down.
While waiting in line. Well, if a pant went none, I started splash toilet one on my gym. I finally left the club wondering when. I still don't know if my friends could tell I peed myself. She peed herself. I'm just silently thinking, I don't pee my pants all the time. It's kind of. Anyways, love the pod and you both so much. Moi.
So basically, she didn't get to hook up with the girl that she wanted to hook up with because she peed. What was the story? I'm sorry. Mike, I know you're upset. Mike, I know you're upset. Mike, put on your... Mike, you can't... Mike! Mike, I'm upset.
My segment!
Mike.
Yeah?
It's okay, you know? They just wanted to share a story for all of us to hear. And we heard it, and we acknowledged it. But we don't want to hear it again. So, moral
I
of
don't
the
want to
story,
say anything.
sis.
I don't want to say anything disrespectful because I'm happy that they listen to the podcast.
Moral of the story, sis.
But you submitted a hookup time story.
But there's no hookup.
You submitted a hookup time story to me and titled it "Almost Hooked Up at the Club, but publicly peed my pants instead." I mean, I guess that's our fault. We picked... Oh, wait, hold on. That's our fault.
We picked the most Tana Mojo looking title, and most Tana Mojo stories are like a lot of nothing happens.
And she and she literally says, they literally say in the title, "Almost Hooked Up at the Club." But publicly peed my pants. They told us exactly what this fucking... They told us exactly what this fuck happened. They told us
exactly. So we were scammed. We scammed ourselves.
We scammed. We're dumb.
We're the idiots here, sis.
Okay, I'm doing... There's a different one that's a paragraph long, and I'm reading it.
Okay, go ahead. What is it called?
This is from Lost Lesbian. Hooked up with a cop. She arrested me the next day.
Okay.
The hookup. I was on Tinder and found this hot girl who was a lesbian. The next day, she knocked on my door, and I opened it, and she immediately pulled me in for a kiss. I was a nice hookup. We got pretty rowdy that night. We exchanged numbers and snaps because we felt a connection. The arrest. The next day, I had to go to a meeting after my job, after my actual workday. I ended up speeding trying to get to the other building, and I got pulled over by a cop car and saw my fling. I was confused and thought I was dreaming, so I said, "Pinch me." She replies with, "Like I did in bed." We laughed and talked, and she even admitted to feeling guilty about pulling me over. I had an arrest penalty for an overdue ticket, so I had to spend about 4 hours in jail and pay a $20 fine. Conclusion, we're together to this day. Oh, well, that was also boring.
There we go. See? Love at first handcuff. Are you good?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I will be absolutely fine.
Just upset because you can't find love.
Yeah, I can't find love. The only shows that call me are about finding love because I'm bad at finding love. Oh my God, guys!
Go on The Bachelor. Go on The Bachelor.
Never.
Go on The Bachelor. Turn The Bachelor game.
No.
ABC would love that.
No. Did you see that we are on? I'm just totally getting out of this fucking. We're on Urban Dictionary, Mac.
Yes, I saw you on Urban Dictionary, and you were very upset by one specific dictionary post under your name.
I wasn't upset,
but it was hilarious. I was laughing.
I wasn't upset because, I mean, literally everybody was like, "Did they lie?" I'm not a Mac knockoff. I'm not a huge knockoff.
You know what? It's a compliment, okay?
How dare anybody relate me to you? Oh, God. I can't be friends with somebody with being attached to them. I mean, it is a compliment.
It's interesting. I hear people call you a knockoff, but I'm like, I keep on telling people like, yeah, you gave me a good handful of my ideas that I do on my channel in the first place.
I'm like, oh, you mean to tell
like
me
that we just have a similar humor?
Yeah, you mean to tell me two best friends possibly have similar humors without copying one another? Oh God. But I figured we could read some of our MessyPod Urban Dictionaries. We don't need to read mine because I don't want this podcast to be about me because I will get annoyed. But
should I read some of mine?
If you want, but I figured let's go down and read the ones because we told people we would do this because they made a bunch of MessyPod dictionaries, and I figured we could read and react to them.
Okay.
Want to do it?
Get it? Yeah. I'll read
okay,
some of mine then. I'll do the reading.
Oh, you want to do the reading?
Should I do the reading?
MessyPod
I think let's give you a break from reading, Mike.
Thank you. Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, I'm on the MessyPod Urban Dictionary. Go.
For MessyPod?
Yeah.
Messy. One word or two words?
One word. Mac.
One word.
Is okay. MessyPod one word or two words?
The top definition for MessyPod: the podcast where gays of all ages come to hear cackling laughter and revel in gratuitous sex jokes. Yeah. And here's the quote. Tom, sis, you watching the MessyPod tonight? Diego, honey, it's hookup time.
Yes!
Okay, well, that's cute.
Yes! Oh, that is cute. Oh, God.
They're
going to be so disappointed this week.
There's
Mac,
more.
There's a lot more.
There's
a lot
so
more.
many. Holy shit. Okay, wait. Okay, this one. Number 2.
How about, wait. Real quick. How about this? Can we award a winner? I want to do a prize. Can we say whichever one we like the best, let's add it into the About Me of our MessyPod YouTube channel. Let's do it.
Honestly, we'll make it our Twitter bio. We could make it we'll make it bio. I'm so
We'll make it the Twitter bio or whatever. I feel like that's fun. You know what I mean? We got to get people more interactive in this bitch.
Okay, so number 2, MessyPod, a messy-ass podcast by two chaotic-ass gays where we hear Mac forget his gay agenda every week, and when he does remember it, it lasts for 5 hours, and Mike reading out some really messy hookup times, the haunting of this pussy bitch, and the 20 minutes left in the episode is Mike ranting about his hard time in WeHo. JK, we love you, Mike, and your rants. And for some reason, Oliver hasn't been here for a minute, even though everyone loves him. So step up to the mic, both of you. Ooh, woo. By the way, I started and finished this 70-hour plus podcast in just a week, 2 weeks ago. Yeehaw. I love you both so much in the podcast. That's so cute. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
That is so true. I'll forget to do the gay agenda. And then when I remember, oh yeah, let's do the gay agenda, it'll last for half of the podcast. And then we're sitting there we just talked for 30 minutes about this one thing.
Yeah, exactly. And what am I supposed to pretend like I don't have a mental breakdown at least once every week about something I did in my own life? What am I, I'm a role model over something?
Something you're mad about. Okay.
Let's read the next one. I love this. This one's
Number
2
3.
words.
Number 3, MessyPod. 2 words. MessyPod. Mac Does It and Mike MGTV's podcast. Let's listen to MessyPod. Welcome to Messy with Mac and Mike. Oh, this is just. Oh, okay.
This is a bunch of. Wait, what? Should we do? It's a bunch of quotes.
Hello.
The
definition is just Mac Does It and Mike MGTV's podcast, but they put a lot of.
But there's a bunch of quotes.
The example, yeah. This is the MessyPod. Welcome to Messy with Mac and Mike. Is Mac and Mike on Messy? Yeah. Hello. Should we do our segments? Yeah, sure. Gay agenda with Mac. Sigh. Mac does a segment. It took a time with Mike. Ooh, yeah. Mike does a segment. How long has it been? Let me check. Oh, 3 hours. Laughter. Where can people find you, Mike? Anywhere. If you search Mike, it should be. Where can people find you, Mac?
Okay.
Anywhere. If you search Mac Does It, MACDEO. Wait. No.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait. Oh my God. You know what? I have a great idea, Mac. At the end of every podcast, can you just spell Mac Does It a different way?
What?
You guys can find me everywhere if you search Mac Does It, spelled ABCDQRS.
Mac Does It.
Yeah, Mac Does It. You can find me everywhere if you search BARAKOBAMAA. Barack Obama. I don't even know what I'm spelling. You know what I mean?
WOOF.
Woof,
Woof, woof. I should do that. I feel like my thing now.
Yeah, I feel like that would be hysterical. Just that would work. That's like your version of Trixie and Katya being like, "Hello, I'm something random."
True. Okay.
I think we have one or two more.
One or two more. Okay, number 4, MessyPod, a messy ass podcast. See title, that relies on segments and alcohol to pull them through. Hosted by a gay black award-winning YouTuber named Mac and a Jersey hunk who stuck bread up his ass on live TV named Mike. Warning: the podcast is very messy and very gay.
Hey. Oh God! Oh my God! Okay,
yeah, we have the final one. This one more. Okay, final one. MessyPod, a podcast made by two friends who enjoy eating dick and talking about it. One of them is a gay depressed bitch who have a mess. Like, okay, this is. Okay,
which one of us is the gay depressed bitch? Which one of us is the gay depressed bitch?
Yeah, one of them is a gay depressed bitch who have a messed up posting schedule, and the other one is just great but unsuccessful. Sometimes a third person joins, and you can't even hear them half the time. You just see a person on the side or in the background. This is it. That one. I think that got it.
That one. Yeah, no, I'm screenshotting it.
That defined us. That defined us directly. Is a gay depressed bitch who has a messed up posting schedule, and the other one is just great but unsuccessful.
Mac, this is a roast. This is a roast.
Jesus Christ. That's what I knew that was going to happen when we told him to write Urban Dictionary definitions. We're going to roast the shit out of us.
Yo, people are the best. People are so much funny. And there's 2 for you now. Oh, well, there's actually, the second one's the same thing. Someone added a new Mac does it for you, and it just says, the gay king of YouTube. Mwahaha. I don't think mine...
You have one. I'm going to read yours. The top definition. Have you 5. Seen it?
I have 6. I have 5.
The top definition that was uploaded January 28th, a few days ago. Ooh. A big buff daddy bicon.
Yes,
who one day hopes to have as many subscribers as he does hookups.
Impossible. Impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible. Impossible. Oh my God.
I mean, I think that's nice.
Mm-hmm. And then someone put like a serious one for you too.
Wait.
Okay.
Mike MG, can I read it?
Yeah, go ahead if you want to.
Okay. Mike MGTV, an internet personality who's well known throughout the streets of Los Angeles, California. Mike MGTV has been featured on the show Beach Club by Lindsay Lohan in 2019. He's known.
Correction. Mike MGV has been featured on the show that shall not be named anymore by any professional company in the industry.
No. Yeah, actually. I've literally been told by several casting people,
Mike has been casted onto a show that nobody in the industry wants to even talk about existed anymore.
It wasn't my fault. Who knows?
It wasn't your fault. 100% wasn't your fault. You were just a victim of the situation.
Yes. And who knows? I'll get my shot again. Bitches, mark my words. He's known on YouTube for spreading peanut butter and jelly all over him, baptizing himself in 100 beers, and talking about his dating and sexual experiences, good or bad. Yeah. And his work experience at the Abbey. Oh, God. With all madness Mike MGTV goes through his crazy life, he is still able to entertain his audience on YouTube and podcast MessyPod and makes Matt giggle and wheeze every 5 minutes.
Every 5 minutes.
Come on, wheeze. Come on, wheeze.
That's how I do it. Every 5 minutes. I need to stop laughing so much on this podcast. I keep on telling myself that every single time into my head before we start this. But I'm here giggling like a gay boy. You know what I mean? Because I am.
This read, I mean, this was number 1 and it dropped to number 4, but this was the best read. A bootleg Mac does it that always tries to bring up that one show they were on because they know it's never going to get any better from there. I felt it.
And people are calling you gorgeous. We were like, this person said,
there's a few more that are all very nice.
You got so many more than me. Excuse me, I only got 2.
Oh,
seems
I'm sorry.
like
You just have to
seems
settle
like
for being the successful one.
Seems like somebody's podcast popular. Look at you.
You just have to be. You just
Seems
have
like
to be.
it's very obvious in the comments too. When I read the comments, people are here more for you than they are for me anymore now. I feel like people that are here for me like got bored.
Well,
People that were here for me realized this podcast was not for them, and they were like, "Okay, I am 13."
yeah, we should look at our demographics.
Yeah, we probably should.
We probably should. I've also been sharing our podcast as a post every Wednesday, so maybe that. I don't know.
True. You have been sharing it. I haven't been sharing them all.
You've been doing great.
I share like a few here and there, but I don't share them on like my Instagram that much.
Mac,
I don't share much of my YouTube or anything outside of my Instagram on my Instagram. All I share on Instagram is things from my Instagram.
Yeah, bitch.
I don't know why I do
know
that.
You. I know you, and listen, I'm happy you show up. That is tea. I'm just very like you're doing the best. You're doing the best. Listen, you are here.
Show up. What do you mean?
No, you are here without a doubt every week, and you're more on top of it than I am. Like you're the one that usually tests me, like what time we ready, we going. You know what I mean? And that I know for you, that is, you are killing it, bitch. I love you. I love you, bitch. Bitch, I love you.
For me, just showing up and putting effort. I mean, you do definitely know me. I feel like we're kind of the same in that stuff. I only put effort in shit I care about. I don't give. Yeah. If I don't care about it, I don't pay it no mind.
Oh yeah, Mac. If you didn't care about this, you would have just not said anything to me for weeks and been like, "Oh."
Yeah, I would have just stopped talking. And moved on to something else.
Yeah. Well, this is something we care about because it's literally it's like the hour we get at least once a week to check in on each other to make sure we're not dead.
Just talk and just be weird and all that stuff.
Like obviously
outside
in the future
of the outside world influencing us. This hour is just us being
I can't wait. I have so much fun things planned for when we're in person. I think we should do like tarot card readings and projects and like fun bitch.
I want to get a sidekick onto the podcast. We gotta hire a sidekick or something, and
I have a psychic drag queen.
I
Vicky
want
Vox.
them to like read us to filth.
Yeah, Mac. Vicky Vox. Vicky Vox. You know who Vicky Vox is? Vicky Vox is a psychic. She's a psychic and a witch.
And we can get Vicky Vox on here. Tell us what's going on. What's
and
our
you know,
aura is like.
Vicky will give you the tea, bitch. I feel like that would be everything. We were supposed to make that happen before we went into.
We were supposed to make a lot of stuff happen before COVID fell into. We were supposed to go on. We were in discussion about a tour.
Yes.
Right before everything fell apart.
You know what I would think? I have an idea, and I wanted to run it by you, and I'm just gonna say it live.
Imagine our podcast, all the podcasts around going on fucking tour. The views we get on YouTube compared to everyone else. Us going on tour.
Yes. I already know if we ever go on a tour for Hookup Time with Mike, I'm going to make a Mad Lib, like a Hookup Time Mad Lib.
Hookup Time Mad Lib.
And I'm going to bring somebody up on stage. I'm going to have them fill it out right in the back. And then when they come out, they're going to have to read it and I'll act it out or something like that. Or we'll read it live and react to it. I feel like something like that would be fun.
For my gay agenda, we should try to get like a local drag queen and do something weird for them for my segment.
Yes,
wherever city we're in, get the local drag queen of that city, and then
and then at the end of every one, you and I should lip sync for our life to like a random song of the week, and then the audience will pick who wins at the end of every show.
And then we'll get sued by RuPaul.
Fuck that! Are you kidding? Honestly, sue us. Give us that promo.
I feel like that's copyright. The phrase "lip sync for your life" has to be copyrighted by RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay,
Viacom,
we'll call it "Life for Your Lip Sync."
It's fucking Viacom. They copyright everything.
We'll call it something else. We'll call it a lip sync battle, Mac. We'll call it
lip sync battle. That's perfect.
Yeah,
isn't that also a show that Viacom produces?
We'll call it a sing along for the kids. We
can't have anything.
And now it's time for Kids Bop for Your Pussy.
Kids Bop for Your Pussy. Now it's time for singing, but not really singing.
See, we should come up with a name live. Yes. It's time for, we'll have a different name every time. Who fucking cares? Honestly, I can't wait. I just can't wait. I can't wait. And that was that on that. Wow.
That is that on that. Do you have anything else?
I think I'm good. I think that's it for me right now.
Yeah, no. It's been a kind of a slow week.
I mean, but I think that was a fun podcast. I still can't believe that people fully knew what the title of our last podcast was. The Blip to Kusan.
We have an international audience, apparently. So people know.
All the Germans were like, hey!
Yeah, all the Germans in the comments were like, I was very confused because, you know, when you go on YouTube for different countries, sometimes they like translate certain videos. So a lot of them thought it was like YouTube weirdly translating our video title, and then they clicked on it and was like, oh no, that's just what they titled the video.
I loved it. I loved everything about it.
We should do that once in a while. We should our next one in a different language should be like in full out Russian. With like
yes,
like,
I'm
what?
completely down for it. I'm completely down for it. But yeah, I'm excited. But I feel good. I had a good time today. Mm-hmm. Well,
time too.
Well, where can people find you, Mac?
Oh, well, people can find me anywhere. If you search Mac Does It, that's COCKDESTROYER.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Cock Destroyer.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we'll do? Oh, wait, no. Spell it out, but don't say what it is. Mac is going to spell it out. And in the comments, here's the new thing we should do. Ready? In the comments, you guys leave a comment. If you're at the end of our video, right? At the end of every one of our podcasts, Mac will spell something, put it in the comments, and then at the end of our next video, we'll shout out one of the comments to give a little thank you Easter egg to the people that stay till the end.
Should I make it up a new one, or should it just be?
We'll leave a Cock Destroyer for now, you guys. So comment
Destroyer, but in the next one.
Cock Destroyer, and we know you guys stayed till the end.
You stay to the end, and then it'll be our little club. Don't tell people why you're commenting that. Just comment it. People like what's going on, and then we'll know the fake people that are asking what's going on.
Fake ass bitches.
Fake ass. Pop in for 2 seconds, comment. I love you guys, then leave.
Yeah, bitch.
You don't love us.
You don't love us.
You don't love me.
You don't love us.
You love me.
Can't even play along. Find me everywhere at MikeMGTV.
Oh yeah, where we can find you, Mike?
MikeMGTV. And be sure to follow our podcast everywhere at MessyPod, and you can hear us and watch us every Wednesday everywhere you like to listen to your podcast, and on youtube.com/MessyPod.
MessyPod. Sorry, the past few episodes I haven't had any of the music in it. Mike sucks.
Listen. What do you mean the music?
Tell it how it is. I'm just telling it how it is.
What music? Which one?
Like, you don't have like the 70s porno music, right?
Oh, I did sometimes. Not in the last one. Because I was busy.
What were you doing?
Remember I uploaded it and I was like, oh fuck, I have to go and like take something out now last minute. So we were pressed for time. I didn't have time to like go through everything. Girl. Call me out. Call me out.
Well, I like how we act like it's something controversial. It wasn't something controversial. We cut it out, guys. There was a moment where we had a break, and you just see me kind of like go into my resting phase and just look off for like a good like 5 minutes.
I had to blow my nose,
staring off to nothing. And we left it to end by accident, so we had to edit out. That's why last podcast, if you're like the people that watch it right away, it was like so late last week because we saw that. We're like, oops.
Yeah, I was like, I texted you. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I feel good. Wow. Well,
that's it. I guess you guys have been. We're changing things up this season. It's not the same outros. You've been pissed on at a club because while almost hooking up. You were the girl's pants as she was running through the club, swinging on rafters and shit. I don't know what the fuck she did.
Yes, you were.
You were her.
Yes, the fuck you were.
Her pants. I'm sorry.
Thank you to all the little dingleberries that listened. So I'm calling everybody from now on, all little dingleberries.
Okay, love you guys. Bye.
Right. Bye.